Hello YouTubers, this is 777 Forever coming at you with another highly anticipated and highly recommended model. Today I'll be doing a review on a Gemini Jets Lufthansa Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body in a 1/200 scale model. I purchased this model from Troy's Toys based out of Olin Park, Kansas. His website is www.troystoysinc.com. But before I get into details about this model, allow me to go into details about the information about Lufthansa, if you would please. Lufthansa actually traces its history beginnings back to 1926 when D-AIXA Lufthansa AG was formed in Berlin, Germany. D-AIXA, as it was known for short, was actually Germany's major flag carrier until 1945, when all services were suspended following the defeat of Germany in World War II. Then fast forward to January 6, 1953, in an effort to create a new national airline, a company called Lufthansa was founded in Cologne, Germany. And then on August 6, 1954, Lufthansa acquired the name and the logo of the liquidated D-AIXA Lufthansa for 30,000 Deutschmarks, thus continuing the tradition of a German flag carrier of that name, which is most commonly recognized today as Lufthansa, as the airline commenced operations shortly thereafter on April 1st, 1955. The name of the company, Lufthansa, is derived from the word Luft, which is the German word for air, and Hansa, which is the Latin term meaning guild, which is the most commonly used historically in reference to the Hanseatic League. The headquarters of Lufthansa is located in D-AIXA, an inner-city sectional part of Cologne, Germany, while the carrier's main hub and base of operations is located on the grounds of Frankfurt Airport, which is located approximately 7.5 miles southwest of central Frankfurt. Lufthansa also has a secondary hub located at Munich Airport, which is located approximately 17.7 miles northeast of Munich, Germany. Lufthansa is the largest airline in Europe in terms of passengers carried and fleet size, as it operates services to 18 domestic destinations and 197 international destinations in 78 countries across Africa, North and South America, Asia, Europe, with the operating fleet of 280 aircraft, which consists of 30 Airbus A319s, 64 Airbus A320s, 4 Airbus A320neos, new engine options, 20 Airbus A321-100s, 43 Airbus A321-200s, 19 Airbus A330-300s, 16 Airbus A340-300s, 18 Airbus A340-600s, 3 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide body aircraft, 14 Airbus A380-800s, 13 Boeing 747-400s, and 19 Boeing 747-8 Intercontinentals. And in addition to the 280 craft that's already operating in Lufthansa's fleet, the airline also has unfulfilled orders for an additional 175 aircraft, which includes 20 Airbus A320s, 57 Airbus A320neos, new engine options, 40 Airbus A321neos, new engine options, 22 Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft, and 34 of the next generation Boeing 777-900Xs. And as of April 2017, or at the time of this video review post, Lufthansa currently operates as a certified 4-star airline carrier according to the international airline review firm Skytrax magazine, and the Airbus destination code for Lufthansa on this particular aircraft is 84X. Alright folks, let's look at the front of the box. You see here, you see the engraved Gemini 200 decal there, the computer generated picture of the aircraft, Lufthansa title, the aircraft type, the registration ship number, and then there's the information at the bottom of the box. Alright, now you look at the back of the box. You see the Gemini 200 engraved gold decal right there. See the information right there, the Lufthansa official license product decal right there. And then there's the Facebook information right there. You can go to their Facebook page and get information about present, past, or well as upcoming releases through their social media page there as well. Okay. Alright, looking at the top of the box, you see here the Gemini 200 engraved gold decal right there, along with the information there as well. Now you're looking at the bottom of the box, the Gemini 200 engraved gold detail right there, as well as their website page. You can also go to their website and get information there at Gemini, www.Gemini.Jets.com. Alright, this is the left side of the box you see here. All the information right there. The computer generated picture of the aircraft type, the Gemini Jets item number, the aircraft type, and the registration ship number. And this is the right side of the box, the same information you saw on the left side of the box earlier. Okay. Alright, and this is the pattern that came with the model stand, what have you. See that little black pattern right there? That will prevent the model from being damaged when you put the model on the stand. That's what that black pattern there is for. And this model is very sturdy too, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Alright, and this little plastic bag you see here with all this little stuff in here, these are the gear replacements, featuring 2 little toothpicks in there. I will go into the details for the purpose of these mild gear replacements later on in the review. Stay tuned for that part, okay? With all that information out of the way about the history of Lufthansa, all the details here on this box, the model stand, and the gear replacements, with no further ado, folks, here is the model. Alright, there it is, folks. The Gemini Jets, Lufthansa Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body in a 1/200 scale model. Now, allow me to share you some information about how Lufthansa acquired this Airbus A350, if you would, please. Lufthansa became the 10th airline after Qatar Airways, Vietnam Airlines, Finnair, the TAM/LATAM Airlines Group, Singapore Airline, Cathay Pacific, Ethiopian Airlines, Thai Airways International, and China Airlines respectively, to acquire this prestigious state-of-the-art aircraft, as Lufthansa took delivery of its first of 25 Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft that Lufthansa placed orders for on September 19, 2013, and received their very first Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide-body aircraft, which bears the registration ship number D-AIXA, which is this one right here you're looking at, on December 19, 2016, and the airline's first inaugural flight on this iconic jetliner took place on February 10, 2017, with the aircraft's first commercial flight operated as Lufthansa Flight 762, which flew from Munich, Germany to New Delhi, India, eventually replacing the Airbus A340-600 that was previously utilized on this route, as Munich and Frankfurt will more likely become the gateway bases for this aircraft type, with the lion's share of their Airbus A350-900XWBs will be mostly based out of their Munich hub, and as this aircraft will eventually become the aircraft that will altogether replace the Airbus A340-600 that's currently operating in their fleet in the foreseeable future. Now let's talk about this livery right here, folks. Lufthansa adopted a new corporate identity sometime in 1988, which included a new livery makeover, and this livery has been the airline's signature livery look ever since 1988. This is it, folks. Alright, so with all that information out the way, now let's get down to the nitty-gritty and let me show you all the details on this aircraft model. Shall we? Let's roll. Okay, we're going to start on the port/left side of the aircraft, where you see the nose gears right here, featuring the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration number on there, XA, the pedal tubes, the static port, the nose cone, more pedal tubes right there. I'll show you a better visual view later on the review. There's the cockpit windows, the custom windshield wipers, and the cockpit windows there as well. Now this logo you see here, that's featured here, the crane that's displayed here underneath the cockpit windows, as well as the blended winglet there, and the tail there, and inside the blended winglet as well there. Alright, this logo was designed by the late German architect and graphic designer Otto Ferl in 1918. It symbolizes an enriched style crane in flight. The emblem was adopted by D-AIXA Lufthansa in 1926 and has been the airline's official logo ever since. Now let's check out the Star Alliance decal here between the cockpit windows and the L1 door right there. Lufthansa joined the Star Alliance along with Air Canada, SAS Scandinavian Airline System, United, and Thai Airways International as one of the 5 founding members on May 14, 1997, which consists of 27 airline members from 5 inhabited continents. Okay, and then let's talk about the Lufthansa title right there, as well right here by the L1 door, the Airbus A350 decal. All right. At the time this video review posted, Lufthansa is one of 11 carriers that are currently operating the Airbus A350-900XWB in their fleet. Qatar Airways, based out of Doha, they were the actual launch customer. Vietnam Airlines, based out of Hanoi, Vietnam, they were the first Asian carrier. Finnair, based out of Helsinki, they were the first European carrier. The LATAM Airlines Group, based out of Santiago, Chile, they were the first carrier of the Americas. Singapore Airlines, based out of Singapore. Cathay Pacific, based out of Hong Kong. Ethiopian Airlines, based out of Addis Ababa, they were the first African carrier. Thai Airways International, based out of Bangkok. China Airlines, based out of Taipei, and Asiana Airlines, based out of Seoul, South Korea, are the others, as this aircraft will become one of the primary flagship jetliners in Lufthansa's fleet in the foreseeable future. Alright, and underneath the Airbus A350 decal, they usually have a name for the aircraft, but they don't on this one. But I'm going to tell you what the name is. I already looked it up, did research on it. And Nuremberg, that's the name of this aircraft, which was not added on this model. However, the name is actually displayed on the real aircraft. You go look it on YouTube. Nuremberg is a city on the river Pegnitz in the Rhine-Main Donau Canal in the German state of Bavaria that lies in the administrative region of Middle Franconia, that's located approximately 110 miles north of Munich, Germany. Alright, that's the name of this aircraft, Nuremberg. Alright, then you see the Lufthansa tires I mentioned earlier. Okay, there you go. Alright, we're still on the port side, and you see these nice big massive engines right here you're looking at. These are the Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 84 engines that Lufthansa uses on this particular aircraft, the Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft. You also see the engine cones right here. It's very detailed there as well. See all the details here on the column here as well. Now I'm going to turn this model around and let you see the turbo fan blades, and the turbo fan blades do spin, folks. Alright, here it is. Alright, now you're looking at the front angle of these engines, featuring the engine strike right there, and the turbo fan blades do spin, which is a good thing right there. Perfect. And then you got a view of the inboard landing lights right there. They haven't got to the part where they put the realistic real deals in there yet, but I guess they'll get to it at some point though. But those are the inboard landing lights right here. Okay, and then there's the bogey gear right there. I'll give you a better visual view of that later on in the model review. Okay, now you're looking at the engine on the starboard side, featuring engine strikes right there, and the turbo fan blade spin over here as well. Okay, get the idea. There's the inboard landing light right there on the starboard side, as well as the bogey gears here as well. Okay. Alright, now you're looking at the front of the aircraft, where you got a better visual view of the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the pedal tubes around the nose cone, the nose gears right here, featuring the gear struts, the landing lights right there inside the nose gear doors, as well as the nose gear doors there as well. And also you see the engines here on the port side, as well as the starboard side there as well. Okay, so with no further ado, I'm going to take it back to the port side, because there's more information I need to share with you over there as well. Alright, let's keep it moving. Roll. Alright, and behind these Rolls-Royce Trent XWB 84 engines, you got a better visual view of the bogey gears here on the port side, as well as the bogey gear struts, as well as the bogey gear doors there as well. Okay. Alright, we're still on the port side, where you see the inboard, see the red navigation light over here right by the blended winglet right there, very detailed there. And then this little specialized wingtip device right here. This is called the blended winglets, and these blended winglets were made from composite materials, and the purpose of these blended winglets is to improve the overall efficiency of the aircraft, resulting in saving fuel, lowering noise emissions, and improving takeoff performance. These blended wings has a 31.9 degree sweep angle, helping to increase cruise speed to Mach 0.85 and a maximum operating speed to Mach 0.89. These blended wings for the Airbus A350 were produced at the Airbus Broughton factory, known as a specialist facility located in Hawarden, Flintshire, Wales, which lies near the border of England and Wales. Okay, I'm gonna let you see these angles at the 31.9 degree angles I mentioned earlier. I'm gonna let you see that different angle. Right here it is. Okay, now you got a side view of these blended wings, how it's sweeping at a 31.9 degree sweep angle as I mentioned earlier. Okay. Alright, we're at the back of the aircraft on the port side. We're still on the port side still. But you see right below here, there is the AFT boat being door right there. And then the registration ship number, D-AIXA. Registration ship number, D-AIXA. This aircraft is the first of 25 Airbus A350-900XWBs to enter Lufthansa's fleet. And the first test flight on this aircraft took place on November 29, 2016 and was delivered to Lufthansa on December 19, 2016. Alright, and right by the registration ship number is the German flag decal. And this flag decal represents the country where Lufthansa operates from as the national flag carrier for the country of Germany. Okay, and then you get up here. That is the Lufthansa's logo right here. It resembles that of a cranes I mentioned earlier, as well as the partial registration on top of the blue tail painted here as well. Okay. All right, now you're looking at the back of the aircraft. You see the APU exhaust hole right here, and there's a hole there, and then there's the strobe light right under the three little strobe light right there underneath the APU exhaust hole. If you don't know what APU stands for, I'm gonna school you on that. It means auxiliary power unit. That's what this hole here is called, folks. All right. Now you're looking at the Gemini Jets Lufthansa Airbus A350-900XWB from the rear view angle. Okay, now we're looking at this aircraft model on the starboard side, where you see the nose gear struts, the nose gear door featuring the partial registration ship number on there, the pedal tubes, the static ports, the Lufthansa logo, the windshield wipers, the cockpit window, the Star Alliance decal, the Lufthansa title right here on the upper part, the front part of the fuselage, the Airbus A350-900 decal. The aircraft name, like I mentioned, is missing. It's Nuremberg. That's the name of the aircraft there. The front cargo container door. And there's the inboard landing light right there. Okay. All right, now you're looking at the Rolls-Royce Trent 84XWB engines right here, as well as the engine cone, very detailed there. And then you got a good view of the bogey gears here on the starboard side, as well as the bogey gear struts and the bogey gear door there as well. All right. Now you're looking at the green navigation light on this side, as well as the blended winglet featuring the Lufthansa logo engraved on the blended winglet there as well. All right. Okay, now we're at the back of the aircraft on the starboard side, where you see the rear cargo container door, the rear cargo container door switch right there, the registration ship number, the German flag decal, and the Lufthansa logo here, as well as the partial registration number up here on top of the tail. Okay, before I show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft in detail, as well as the undercarriage belly view in this detail, let me show you one feature, which is the gears, which they roll, which is great, no problem there. There's also tilt as well, perfect. And the nose gear does swivel there as well, as you see there. Okay, so with no further ado, allow me to show you the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft model. All right, let's roll. All right, let's start at the aerial bird's eye view of this aircraft. We see the nose cone, the pedal tubes right there in front of the behind the nose cone by the cockpit windows, the windshield wipers, the customized cockpit windows right there. See the Lufthansa titles on both sides. There's the Wi-Fi box right there, high frequency antenna, the dual anti-collision beacon lights right there, the ADF antennas in 3D, another high frequency antenna, that satellite communications box right there, another high frequency antenna, The tail, you can see little dots right here on the horizontal stabilizers, as well as over here as well. Those are the illuminated lights that light up this tail here when it flies during nighttime. All right, now let's check out the wings. No wing walkway, but you see the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers. See the engine right there, featuring the engine stripe right there. You come right here, fuel dump valve, that's got to be the fuel dump valve right there, as well as the blended winglet featuring the engraved Lufthansa logo right there as well. Pretty impressive. All right, let's check on this side, folks. No wing walkway, but you see the flaps, slats, aileron, spoilers, the engines right here, the engine stripe over here as well. Fuel dump valve right there, as well as the blended winglet and the Lufthansa logo inside the blended winglet there as well. All right. All right. Now looking at the belly view of this aircraft, the undercarriage belly view. See the nose cone, the closed nose gear door, the open nose gear door with the partial registration number on there, and the nose gear. See the anti-collision, the red. These another red antennas right here. Wow, that's a first. Okay. There's the hole where the stand goes in at. The anti-collision beacon light right there. The Gemini Jets logo. Another red high frequency antenna there. And then you see the APU housing door right there. There's the horizontal stabilizers. Now let's check out the gears right here. Okay, they don't tell, but anyway. Then you come over here, the engine right there, fuel dump valve, and the blended winglet there as well. Okay, let's check out over here, folks. Okay, no tilt, but anyway, there's the engine right there, fuel dump valve, and the blended winglet right there as well. Okay. Okay, since I showed you the aerial bird's eye view in detail, as well as the undercarriage belly view in detail, now I'm going to put it on that wooden stand that I showed you earlier. Okay, so no further ado, here is the model on the stand. Okay, finally got this model on the stand with no problem, no hesitation whatsoever. You're looking at this model on the port side, with it in takeoff or landing mode, with it, for however you want to look at it. All right. Now you got a front angle view of this aircraft model with the nice little Rolls-Royce Trent engines right there, all the gears intact. Now the wing is flexing a little bit, featuring the blended winglets on both sides of the aircraft. All right. Okay, now you're looking at this model from the starboard side. Everything there intact right there as well, featuring the blended winglet. There you go. All right, and finally looking at this model from the tail cam angle. Okay, before I take this model to stand completely, I got in this position for a reason, and the reason is the gears. I'm gonna take these gears off. Start right here, the nose gear, magnetic there. Take the gears off, the bogie gears here off on the port side. There, magnetic there as well as the bogie gears here on the starboard side. There, okay. So with that said, since I got the gears off, I'm gonna let you see this model at a different angle. So here it is, folks. Okay, finally got the gears off there. Now you're looking at the model in flight mode. Okay, now you got one or two options from this point on. Now if you want to display it like that without the gears, that's fine. See this little packet I showed you earlier, these gear replacements. That's the purpose of these gear replacements, is to display your model, to substitute your gears while you display your model in flight mode. Or you can do like I do, just leave them with the gears on in gear down mode. Either way, it's still a good model. Gears up, gear down, don't matter, your choice. But with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gears back on this model, take this model stand, and go ahead and wrap up this model review. All right, let's talk about the seating configuration on this aircraft. Okay, the Lufthansa Airbus A350-900XWB extra wide body aircraft seats 293 passengers in a 3-class configured cabin layout. Here's the breakdown, folks, from rows 1 to 8. That'll be from here to about right here. You have 48 business class fully flatbed seats. rows 12, 14, and 15, which will be about from here to about right here. There's no row 13 on this aircraft, okay? You got 21 additional premium economy class seats, and rows 16 to 42, which will be about right in there somewhere here, all the way back to the rear of the aircraft. You have 224 economy class seats, which brings the total to 293 seats. And finally, at the time of this video review posting, Lufthansa currently utilizes their Airbus A350-900XWBs extra wide-body aircraft from their Munich hub to destinations such as New Delhi, India, Boston, Massachusetts, Mumbai, India, and Seoul, Incheon, and once flew this aircraft to Hamburg journey as a one-time charter flight. Alright folks, this concludes this model review. Please rate and subscribe and leave your comments and suggestions. And I'd like to know if you got this model review or you plan on getting this model review. I highly recommend you get this model review because you already know how Lufthansa starts off and how they end up mostly though. They start off slow and next thing you know they're gone and they become almost impossible to find. I highly recommend this model, okay? So with that said, take care, God bless, stay tuned. There's more model content coming.